Happy Tuesday. You are joining me today for our Tuesday tips. I'm actually going to pull in our guest once I see her. Today we're going to talk about 3 secrets to promoting your brand on Instagram. And I've asked FemCity Global member Shannon Hinderberger to actually join us today. She is a marketing guru and an expert. And I know you guys are going to learn a lot from her. Let me see if I can find her. I'll try one more time. Hey, Alexa. I see you. Let me try and see. Let's see. I don't see her just yet. So as we are sharing these tips, if you guys have any questions for Shannon, please feel free to ask. There she is. Send request. We're here for you. We want you to grow your brand on Instagram so you can grow your revenue and add more money in your pocket. So feel free to ask questions. If you're watching this later on, you can also ask questions. So don't feel like if you're watching this weeks from now, you can't loop in. You can always loop in. You can always reach out to our experts. Shannon, hello, welcome.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. For some reason, first of all, I have really fat thumbs. And so capitalizing the titles on Instagram, and then sometimes it goes into Spanish. Like, I don't know why my phone does that. It'll like naturally just go into Spanish language. So then it put like secrets was secretos. And I was like, okay, we're not doing this in Spanish. So I had to like back. So it was all wonky. So I'm sorry, we were two minutes late now, 3 minutes late.
It's okay.
But you are here and that's important.
Yes.
So share a little bit about yourself, Shannon. I was telling them you're one of our FemCity Global members. You are a marketing coach. You specialize in the digital space as well because of your background. Do you want to add anything else to that?
I've been doing it, something I've been told that I need to say a lot more is I have been in the digital marketing space, social media space since 1998. And people are like, digital marketing was happening in 1998. I'm like, there was websites, there were blogs, there were forums. Forums were really the first, step into social media. And so I don't emphasize enough, I've been in this industry since 1998. And I was asked yesterday, somebody had said, like, how do you keep up with all the changes? And I am a person that doesn't mind change. And so this changes every day. Instagram changes from week to week. So
yeah. And I think it's also easier for you, Shannon, because you're an expert in this space. So I think for non-experts like myself, for us, the changes are drastic, right? Like they're so overwhelming for me. But I think because you're at this level already, those changes for you, they're just like kind of like you're just on this bicycle and you're already going so fast. But for so many of us, I feel like the bicycle changes every day. It's like it's just. So I think, you're probably more in the flow of it because it's what you do every day. But for those that don't do it every day, it can be rather overwhelming for sure, for myself especially. All right, so today we're going to talk about 3 secrets to promoting your brand on Instagram. The reason why we're doing this topic is because we had some femmes that were reaching out and asking, how can I leverage myself, my time on Instagram and make it so that my brand will grow, it'll be seen. And obviously, the more people that know about your brand, the more money you can make, the more opportunities you have. So it's important to engage, to be out there because it does show up as money. It does show up as opportunities. We know it to be true now. At the beginning, 1998, maybe people were still questioning it.
We didn't know then.
We didn't know that. The power. I can't even, if I had my Pilates studio, when this was all going on, I would have been on there all day long doing like Pilates routines and things like that. But anyway, so let's talk about it today. Shannon, what are 3 secrets, since you are the pro at promoting your brand on Instagram?
Know your community. So know who you're trying to reach is one. So a lot of people will come to me and say, oh, my audience is like not on Instagram. And really under 40 is really on Instagram, but there's a little bit of a growing segment of 40 and over because of what's happened in our world over the last year. People are spending a lot more time on their phones. I was trying to find the study out there, but more people are spending more time on their phones than they are on their televisions. And so because of that, the stats are showing that women over 40 especially are spending more time on Instagram. So I'll have people say to me, my audience isn't on Instagram. And it's like, well, are they in that like 50 to 40 age range women, they might be there.
Yeah.
So know where your community is hanging out, is one thing. Another thing is develop content that they are craving, they want. And it all goes back to just stop throwing the spaghetti on the wall and just ask them and do some surveying. I know I was in a Facebook group yesterday, and a local photographer was saying that she doesn't know where to reach her market at. And it's like, well, talk to your market and ask them, where are you hanging out? What do you want to see from me? What do you want to know? What struggles can I solve for you? And create content around that. And it doesn't mean like giving free advice away every day, just showing up consistently and giving advice. So every Tuesday I show up with Tip Tuesday. I've been doing that for 3 years. I'm always in my stories. So know what your audience wants and speak to that. And then having the confidence to, you're an expert in what you do. You know who your community is, create what they want, and that will show from the heart and speak volumes, and people will be drawn to you or pushed away. But most of the time they're more drawn to you and cheering you on than anything. So 3 C's: community, content, confidence.
Love it. Love it. And the first one, I know I've told you this before. So when we started Fem City, I thought I knew my people. I thought they were exactly like me. So I was targeting all of our marketing in this area that I felt that they were at. And I wasted so much time because come to find, they weren't there. So I wasted all this time. They weren't there at all. They were all the way on the other side. So I love that you shared that. So starting from that position, if you have been on Instagram and you're not seeing anything show up, go back. It's not too late to go back and kind of revisit. I had to do that myself. I had to go back and go, okay, my people are not here. I thought that's what they were. And through survey and analytics, realizing, oh, they're actually more over here. And these are the words that they're resonating with. Yeah. So it's never too late. So even if you've been in business for a while and you've been on Instagram and you're not seeing it, you can always go back. And would you recommend, Shannon, doing that often, like checking your avatar often to see if it's shifted? Because you mentioned how Instagram has shifted with the age bracket. So, and I thought that was great because that's my age bracket. I'm 49. So that's my age bracket. And I have been seeing more of our members showing up on Instagram. So is it good to kind of touch base to see how you're doing often?
So I try to touch base 4 times a year. I touch base in my Facebook group. I will go on Fem City and ask, like, what are you struggling with X, Y, and Z? My target market are femmes, and I use a lot of femmes too. Like, I'm their target market. So I have no problem going into a Facebook group and asking, where are you spending time, putting a quick survey together. It takes 5 minutes to answer, send them a little love note after in the mail. So that's a step that as business owners, we're skipping. We are just thinking we know what they want. But if they don't know what they want, if you've never asked, then you don't really know what they want from you.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, my mistake, right? I spent so much time putting us in all these magazines and newspapers and doing all this digital stuff. And at the end of the day, they weren't even there. So I'd say that again, just because I felt like such a poopy. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. But I'm saying it so that if someone else is going through that, you're not alone. It happened to me as well. What other tips do you have for femmes that are looking at growing their brand on Instagram?
So there's 3 other ones that I swear by. Collaborating. You and I right now are collaborating. When you go live on Instagram, or you tag other people, or you feature them in your stories. I did a post about what is your favorite podcast? Here are 3 I'm listening to. Comment below and tag those podcasts. Collaborating is a big one. So when you're going live on Fem City, my audience is pinged, and we kind of get this cross promotion. If nobody knows what Fem City is, it's this amazing networking group that is global. I cannot wait till we can get back together, hug each other, and go on travel trips to Greece, because I saw that. And I was like, that's why I'm joining.
I'm working on it, Shannon, by the way. I just reached out to travel agent to get us something. Yeah, so I'm working on our next Fem City retreat. But go ahead.
So Fem City so I'll give a little plug for Fem City for my viewers. They have local chapters, and we have one in Bend. They have chapters all over the world. And then they meet globally as well. And there's an amazing Facebook group, and it's just helped propel my business. And I'm always forever grateful for that. So I want to give a shout out there. So collaborating.
Thank you.
Collaborating is super key. The other thing is, when it comes to Instagram, is know your hashtags. And I just posted a Tip Tuesday video about why you need hashtags. You can head over my profile, a little plug there to follow me. Every Tuesday I post a long video to watch in my IGTV, and it will talk about stepping into hashtags, and the next week is researching and things like that. So you want to know where your dream clients are hanging out in hashtags. You want to know if you're location based, you want to make sure your location is in there. The feeling that your post is resonating. So if my post is about hustling, or my post is about showing up, you know, finding hashtags that resonate with that. So hashtags are very important. The last thing is engagement. Don't post and go away.
Yeah.
Post and stay on the app and engage. And I got this tip from Giselle. She said that when she posts, she always goes and gives some love back. And I was like, oh, I need to do that. And for the past year, I've been doing that. She was the one that said that when we were live on one of our things. And I was like, I talk about engagement, but that is rewarding the people that know, like, and trust you with a little love. So engagement, don't post and go off the app.
Yeah. What a great, don't post and ghost. So I have a funny thing to share with you. So hashtags. So I have not been using hashtags. I mean, I use hashtags. We use it on the Fem City, but not personally. I haven't used it. And this Saturday, I thought of you, Shannon, and I thought of Giselle also. So we have this new little puppy, and I caught this really cool video of him running and knocking me over, and it was hysterical. So I was gonna do a little reel on it, and my daughter's like, "You should make a whole long reel, of all of the running that he does." And so I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll do that." I did it on Saturday. I added it to really funny music. Rather, it's funny because of the content. Not funny because of the music. And Shannon, 5 minutes later, I got a message from Instagram saying that it had been viewed 2.5 thousand. It had 2.5 thousand views, and I was like, that can't be right, because I just did that. How could it be? That must be a typo or a glitch or whatever. And then 5 minutes after that, it went to 5,000 views, and then 10 minutes after that, so it went up to 17,000 views within 30 minutes. And it's because of the hashtag, because I put Moyen Poodle. Yep. And poodle, I just did 3, by the way. I was like, you know what? Because when we were looking for a Moyen Poodle, I was looking for other hashtags to see what they were like as puppies. And 17 point, I think it's up to 17.6 thousand views, all within that. So hashtags, I just want to now I'm okay, hashtags really work. Of course, it had nothing to do with Violet as a personal brand. Yeah. It had nothing to do with Fem City, but just the possibility of it doing that much. Imagine if I had used it for business or for my personal brand. It's crazy.
Yeah, and reels are hot right now. Anything video is hot. So when you're thinking about the content that reaches your ideal client, think about adding some sort of video. And video, some people are like, oh, scary. It's no, it's not scary. Once you just get used to it, you become more confident. And I have a one-on-one coaching client that lives locally, and I'm meeting with her today to help her because she's banging on Instagram. She will not go on video. And I'm like, we are getting together, and you and I are going to get your face on video. Just get your face out there. Put your face there. Going live is actually one of the easiest ways to create an Instagram post. Yeah. So after this is over, you're going to save this to the profile.
Right.
You can also then download it later and put it on your website. Nobody cares the aspect ratio anymore.
Yeah.
The other thing. You could go put this on your website and search engine optimize it. And then it's you're creating this one piece of content that you can put everywhere. And it makes your life easier because you don't have to create. You just one thing, theme it out.
What a great idea. I feel I'm going to do that for our blog. I'm going to go back to all of our IGTVs and post them there as blogs.
Yeah. And I've heard that. I'll actually save this too and put it to my profile because it gives you a little love as well. It's all about collaboration. Yeah. It's all about, and video is, everybody thinks, oh, I have to have all this fancy editing software. No, you don't need to have fancy editing software. at all. You can go live, just trim it on the back of your phone and load it. So,
Yeah.
and now it generates captions and all these things. So
Love it. Brilliant. 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 All right. So for those of you who have just fallen in love with Shannon, she's one of our FemCity Global members. There are a ton of classes that she's taught in our FemCity members only portal. So hop over there. She's taught, I want to say, at least 12 really spectacular classes. What I love most about you, Shannon, is that it's like you understand how the human brain works and that not everybody is at your level, and you break it down into these little bite sizes. And I love that you do a lot of screen share when you teach classes for FemCity. I love that you do a lot of screen shares because we are not you. And so for us, sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, but you're able to like kind of walk us through. It is real. You're an excellent teacher is what I want to say.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I'm a coach, so I have to like really sometimes start at the bare basics for people. And even when I record my Tip Tuesday videos, I have to think like, cut the industry jargon. Yeah. So cut the industry jargon and make it as simple as possible for somebody to understand.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that you are able to relate to people at that level because it makes it so that we feel more comfortable stepping into that space. So you've inspired me to do so many times, even though you may not know it. You've inspired me many times to do that. So I'm so happy that you're part of our program and I get to work with you so closely. Shannon, how can femmes find you to learn more? Obviously, you're tagged in this, so that's the easiest way I'm thinking, but is there someplace else you want them to go to connect with you?
Yeah, so just follow me on Instagram here. If you want to be part of my marketing group on Facebook, it's Simplify Squad. I also have an Instagram class coming up too. I didn't know if I told you that or not. So I'm going to put a quick plug. You can go to my LinkedIn profile and find out about it. And you can use the code NETWORKFRIEND to save $50 off. So
okay, awesome. Awesome. And then just send that over to me and I can add it, on the thing. Anyway, this was amazing. Thanks so much, Shannon. I'm so excited that we spent our Tuesday together sharing your amazing tips. And again, for femmes that are watching, reach out to Shannon. She really does want your success. She wants you to thrive and she's here for you. Of course, we all are, but she's the expert in this segment today. So reach out to her, not to me. And if you've never heard of FemCity before, have never tried it out, we invite you to head over to femcity.com and try us out for free for 30 days. And we'll be back here next Tuesday as well. And you can catch us tomorrow on Facebook for our 3 p.m. Panel discussion. Shannon, thank you so much. And that pink hair and that green backdrop looks so good on you. I love it.
I'm kind of starting to get used to it. I was like, am I going to keep the pink hair or not? I don't know. Still on the fence, but
I love it with the green contrast. It actually behind you brings out and you're wearing the green. It brings out your green eyes. It's really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I love it. Anyway, ladies, have a great rest of the day. We hope that you make a lot of money, a lot of branding opportunities on Instagram. Let us know how it goes, and we'll see you guys next week. Mwah!